Let me talk to James Cook. Now, he writes for Business Insider, who discovered this cache of stored images. James, just walk me through this. This is against the principle of Snapchat, isn't it? The old idea was you could put anything up there, safe in the knowledge it would disappear a few seconds after the recipient saw it.
Right, and millions of teenagers around the world think that what they've sent through Snapchat is safe and that it's immediately disappeared. Now we know that they were wrong and that hackers have been intercepting their photos and videos, their private photos and videos, and it could have been for years, and Snapchat hasn't protected against this. And that's really worrying, because over 50% of Snapchat's users are aged between 13 and 17, and these photos are now posted online.
And they tend to be intimate photos, most of them, don't they?
They do, yeah. Many of the people who have viewed these documents say that they are mainly intimate photos, which is really, really worrying. Compared to the iCloud hack that could attack celebrities, this is attacking children, and it's their intimate photos of children posted online. It's really disturbing that this has happened.
Snapchat themselves say they've tried to take moves to prevent this kind of retention. What do you think is the truth of the matter?
I mean, Snapchat claim that they have blocked third-party apps. They put out a statement blaming their users. They haven't explained what encryption there is. If Snapchat had proper security on the app, then this wouldn't be allowed to happen. Hackers shouldn't be able to intercept private photos sent from one person to another. Snapchat really needs to step up and explain what it's doing to protect these children.
They seem to be putting the onus on the third-party apps that come along. Do you not buy that? You're quite critical of what Snapchat are doing here.
Right, I mean, Snapchat can move to block third-party apps using its service. They can stop these shady websites from allowing people to log in and use Snapchat. So far, Snapchat hasn't done that. I could go on my phone right now and download a third-party app. I don't know where my photos are going. Snapchat needs to really look at what's in the App Store and what's online and monitor how it's being used.
Snapchat hasn't, well, it's had problems with security in the past as well. This is not the first instance, is it?
Right, they've had phone numbers leak online, they've had usernames leak online, they're very bad at apologising, they're very bad at stepping up security. So when teenagers send photos to one another, they really need to be aware that Snapchat isn't a safe way to do that. And in fact, there aren't any safe ways to send a self-destructing image.
Do the users care, or is it now become such a culture of sharing intimate photos with one another that actually teens don't really care if they're all out there?
Teenagers trust Snapchat. It's a huge brand. Most teenagers have it on their phone. This isn't going to stop them using it. But what it should do is make them more aware of the dangers of third-party apps. It should make them more aware of the dangers of taking these photos and sharing them with their friends. So we really need to get the word out that Snapchat isn't the most secure thing in the world, and we need to take steps to fix that.
Because right from the get-go, of course, it was possible, wasn't it? If you knew how to do a screen grab on your phone, you could retain the image. So there was a flaw in the system right from the outset.
Right, it's impossible to stop people saving these images. Anything you post online, whether it's a naked photo or a completely clandestine photo, you should assume that it could be public at some point, because hackers are very clever. They're working all the time to get into your private photos and post them online. So don't assume that your private photos are private.
James, what's the business model here? Where are Snapchat making money?
Snapchat, they just announced recently, poor timing from them, that they're going to bring adverts to the platform. So you'll go onto Snapchat and you'll have a quick video from a brand saying, hey, we've launched a new thing. That was just announced. Snapchat's working very hard to monetize its huge user base of teenagers, which is a great way for advertisers to target teens on the internet. Now they need to think very carefully about whether they want to put a priority on adverts or security. And I know which is more important.
Do you think many advertisers will want to buy into this service now?
I mean, if advertisers want to target teenagers on the internet, Snapchat is one of the best ways to do it. But advertisers are really going to think twice if this app is getting hacked all of the time, because this isn't just a one-off. Snapchat keeps getting hacked. Private photos are posted online, usernames, phone numbers are posted online. Advertisers need to think whether they want to use Snapchat to reach people.
Are there clones? Are there other services doing a sort of Me Too type service which teens might turn to?
Right, so Facebook has launched their very own version of this. I think it was Facebook Slingshot, or maybe Facebook Poke. Facebook wants this. Facebook has thought about buying Snapchat before as well. Everyone wants to do the Snapchat model, and everyone can do the Snapchat model. The trick here is to make it really attractive to teens and to make it really secure. If a company can do that, that could really threaten Snapchat's dominance.
James, good to talk to you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.